Have you seen succulents bloom? Do you ever wonder if they will die or continue living? Some succulents die after blooming, but some can flower several times over and yet continue living. Those plants that die after producing flowers, fruits, or seeds are classified as monocarpic plants. Examples of monocarpic succulents are sempervivums and some Aeoniums. These plants die after producing flowers and seeds. My name is Teresa Ebro of Chopstick and Succulents, and in today's video, let's talk about monocarpic succulents. This is Aeonium haworthii, also known as Aeonium kiwi or tricolor. This plant is monocarpic. If you have this Aeonium, do not worry. It would take a couple of years or more before the plant blooms. And before it happens, the plant would produce offsets that you can continue to grow. So the plant will live on through its offsprings. Usually, it's not the whole plant that dies, but just the rosette that bloomed. According to Wikipedia, the flowering does not cause the death of the plant, but rather, it is the production of fruits and seeds that causes the changes within the plants leading to their death. Because the plant utilizes all its resources from the roots and leaves to produce and maintain the fruits or seeds. Aeoniums do not bear fruits, of course, but if you look closely at this massive bloom of Aeonium swartkop, you'll see countless seeds when the flowers mature. And sometimes, plantlets will grow on those flowers too. Let me show you this corner of my garden where I grow my Aeonium arboreum. This one here is about to bloom. So I am going to do another experiment. I'm going to cut this and display in a vase without soil or water. Let's find out how long this cutting will last. If you notice, I did not remove the flowers only, but I cut a good portion of the plant, so that whatever nutrients they stored within can hopefully keep this plant alive. Now, let's display this indoors like a cut flower. I'm going to place this in a vase without soil or water. Three days later, the plant is still okay. It is still green and it did not wilt. I can see some yellow colors on the flower buds. "24 days later, some of these daisy-like flowers are now open, but some are still closed. So the flowers do not open at the same rate. The leaves are still green and shinier, although a few leaves are dry, which is normal. Their bottom leaves dry out and turns brown even when they are well established in the soil. So imagine it's close to a month and the plant is still alive and even bloomed without soil or water. 29 days later, we get more blooms, and the plant still looks fresh. Do you know that the name Aeonium comes from the ancient Greek word ainos, meaning ageless? And in this case, it's pretty obvious why it is called so. 36 days later, almost all the flowers bloomed. So you see, without being taken care of, it continued living. So it is really a low maintenance plant, a plant for busy people, because you can forget to water this plant and will still live. 2 months later, the flowers are now dry, but the plant is still alive, and there are more babies to propagate. Now, let's analyze what this plant is trying to tell us. You see, if you pay attention to your plants, they can tell you what is wrong with them. In this case, the plants are elongating and are leaning towards the light. So whatever amount of light they are receiving here is not enough. Usually they have compact rosettes, while these ones are stretched out. But even though they're looking for more sun, be very careful when you move them out because they can quickly get sunburned. Now let's go outside and check the mother plant where we got this cutting. The mother plant is still alive, and as you can see, there are a lot of babies growing. And because they are outdoors and receiving enough sunlight, they are compact. Now I have another Aeonium that is about to bloom. But this one is my favorite, the Aeonium sunburst. But after this experiment, I know now what to do, so I'm not worried. I hope you learned a lot from this tutorial. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if at least you learned something new today. And if you want to learn more, please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed yet, or join our Facebook group Chopstick and Succulents Global. The link is in the description below. Watch out for the release of my first book, Water Me Next Week, A Succulent Spree, A Beginner's Guide to Growing Succulents. If you are learning a lot from our tutorials, you'll learn even more from that book. It will help you understand the uniqueness of succulents and the special way they handle water. It will also help you understand what is wrong with your plants and help you take care of them in your location. Thank you for watching and enjoy your succulent hobby.